And the reason he is so successful is because he married Winter. That's why he's so successful. But after he married Winter, he started serving people. And because he served so many people, he is so blessed because of that. So without further delay, I want to bring up to you my good friend, Coach Ken Mentor, Mr. Dr. Jerry Bobo, and I'll let him lovely wife up.
All right, y'all. I know y'all done ate good. Stand up. Y'all know y'all been there licking your fingers. I know how you feel, because I feel the same way. I promise you I do. Everybody say good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning, world.
Good morning, world.
Good morning, universe.
Good morning, universe.
I live under an open heaven.
Under an open heaven.
And everything. My heart desires. Is available to me. Now look at your neighbor and say, I am a millionaire. Look at your other neighbor and say, I am a millionaire. Now look up to God and say, I am a millionaire. Not next week.
Not next week.
Not next month.
Not next month.
Not next year.
Not next year.
But today. I am a millionaire. Now give yourselves a round of applause for showing up and showing out. You can now be seated. Listen, ladies and gentlemen, was anybody tricked here? Is there anybody that don't know why they're here? Like, they just told me to come. But one brother in the back, okay. Everybody else knows why they're here, right?
Right.
Y'all sure?
Yes, sir.
Okay, cool. So now we're recording. Everybody say they recording. And some people on Facebook Live say they on Facebook Live. Okay, so when we say we on live, it ought to sound like we
live.
There you go. Thank you. Y'all all right with me. See, they can't really see everything right until they pan the room, and we don't get a chance to pan too often, but they can hear you. And not only can the people hear you, the universe can hear you.
That's right.
See, whether you believe in the Bible, the Torah, the Quran, the Dead Sea Scrolls, whatever you may believe, there are things called universal principles and laws. Yes, no, maybe so.
Yes, sir.
Universal principles and what? Laws. And one of those universal principles and laws says the power of life and death
Resides in the tongue. Come on.
So what are you speaking?
Life
What-
and death. Life and death.
What are you speaking?
Life.
What are you speaking to your finances?
Life.
See, my wife called me the other day, I think it was Wednesday of last week, and she says, I want to go to the Beyonce concert. I said, cool. I didn't know she was in Memphis. You gotta know we live in Memphis. I said, cool. I didn't know she was coming to Memphis. And she says, is she not? I said, okay, where's she at? She said, Nashville. I said, cool. When? In the morning. Interesting. I want to go see to Nashville to see Beyonce. When?
In the morning.
When? It ain't trick questions. I promise. It ain't trick questions. What she said she want to see it?
In the
morning. We go see it. We not only do she get great tickets. I mean, we were probably this close as far as this is to that to Beyonce. Great hotel room, and we're looking at all these people. I mean, it probably was 30,000 people there. Easily 30,000 people. And man, listen, when Beyonce came out, folk lost their minds. Y'all feel me? Jay-Z came out, folks lost their minds. Both of them be singing and rapping. One of them disappear and come back out in a different outfit. People lose their mind. Beyonce changed her toenail polish. People lose their mind. Watch this. I don't have a problem with that. I really don't. Because success should be celebrated. Entertainment is cool. It should be celebrated if you're having a good time. But what I do have a problem with is when you're louder for someone else than you are for yourself. I have a problem with that. I have a problem when you'll put a jersey on with somebody else's name. Somebody else's number. But when it's time for you to learn how to get wealthy for yourself, when it's time for you to be the superstar, when it's time for you to get off the back row and get on the front row seat of your life, you kind of be, I don't really know. My toe hurting. I ain't get enough sleep last night. See, when it comes to failure, any excuse will do. Y'all believe that? When it comes to failure, any excuse will do. So everybody say that they know why they're here, right? Yes, no, maybe so?
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. Tell me one thing, one personal reason you are here just for you.
I personally want to get more encouragement because I have not been fully encouraging myself.
Okay.
I want to be around people who have the same thoughts as me.
Okay.
And could feed into me that will encourage me to take my business to the next level.
Perfect. Let's give it up. Give it a round of applause. Sir, why you here? One reason just for you personally.
I'm here for the education and the knowledge of what's going on. Trying to be successful by yourself is really challenging. You can only go so many steps before you need to have somebody to help you up.
Yeah.
And basically, I have did a lot of things by myself, from relearn how to walk, relearn how to talk.
Wow.
I feel I'm a conqueror.
Yeah.
I bet on me. I'm my own backup plan. So I look at, if I put all my focus on me, I won't let me down.
Come on. Can we give it up? Relearn how to walk and talk. I think that, but see how y'all just kind of, Beyonce changed her toenail polish. We lose our mind. Somebody learn how to re-walk. Don't you start that crying.
You know, it's my family. That's my love right here.
So you went through that with him. You know what he's talking about. Wow.
Yeah, I was there in his ICU room.
Wow. Give us one reason you're here this morning just for you.
I want to learn everything I learned so that I can that you have to give me, that can be given to me from anyone to live my best life. That song they play now, I want to be there. I want to do that.
You're ready to make the rest of your life the best of your life.
Yes.
Just give it up to him.
Yes, yes.
Madam.
Well, I've been taught that to become a millionaire, you need to hang out with millionaires. So,
Here, let's get it. Gotcha. All right, let's give it up to him. Sir.
Very, very specifically, $83,333 a month, period.
That's it. And what does that come up
$1
to?
million a year.
There you go. Let's give it up. Give it up. All right, ma'am, why you here?
To be a millionaire.
Let's give it up. Sir, why you here?
My wife asked me to come.
That's a true answer.
You better be here. You go eat some chicken and get rich. You better be here. Black people tend to like those two things.
Right.
Chicken and getting rich. I mean, it's kind of the easy sell. Okay. All right, ma'am, why you here? One reason just for you.
Yes, ma'am. I did come for the chicken. Besides the chicken, I came because I want to discover the success in myself
Yeah.
and my future business endeavors.
Yeah.
And quite frankly, I've been walking with chickens long enough. I'm trying to fly with eagles. So
There you
in order
go.
to fly with eagles, you got to be around the eagles.
There you
Yes,
go. Come on, y'all, give it up. I love it. Sir, why you here? Just for you.
Who's ready to go to plantation?
Yes. Ready to get off the plantation. Let's give it up. All right.
Very good. Yes, sir.
Sir, why you here? One reason just for you.
I'm here because I want success. I want success that's not like in financial, or I want all around success. I want to be able to give something to other people. I went to prison when I was 16 years old, and I did 20 years, and I lucky got another chance, in life. So in order for me to give somebody something, I got to have something to give them. So,
Right, absolutely.
Just educating myself as much as I can, just, growing, evolution.
Man, let's give it up. That's what I'm talking about. Love it. Love it. Now, one reason just for you. Why you here?
I am here to expand my knowledge of entrepreneurship.
There you go. I promise you're gonna get that today. Give it to me. Lee, one reason why you're here just for you.
You said Lee. Okay, yeah. I am here to learn everything they do with you know. Here.
Okay.
That's why I'm here.
She said, you did say Lee. Gotcha. Man, one reason you're here just for you.
I want to be a millionaire, and I want to help other people be millionaires.
Let's give it up. Okay. Now,
I want my financial freedom.
she said that with attitude. Y'all see the lips curl? I want my financial freedom.
I need my financial freedom.
I'm gonna need that. Run me all that, right? Run me all that. I need my chips with dip. Run me all that. I love it. I love it. I love it. What's about one reason why you're here just for you?
Because we want to continue to bless other people.
All
Yes,
right.
praise God.
All right. Did I skip off anybody? Did I cut Cortez? The man himself. Y'all let's give it up for H.
Yeah.
Man, that brother, dang, I love him. One reason, Cortez, not for the people, because I know your heart is for the people. You wouldn't have done this to the one, but just for you
For
personally.
me personally, man, I want to be able to give my wife the world. Right? And right now, I can't afford to because I haven't served enough people. So I'm gonna learn how to serve more people from you so that I can give her the world.
Wow, come on, y'all, let's give it up. I got allergies. Allergies. That's beautiful. Y'all feel good?
Yes.
Y'all like being in an environment like this?
Yes.
Was it worth the cost of admission?
Yes.
If I ended the meeting right now, would it have been worth it?
Yes.
I mean, seriously, y'all feel like it would have just been worth it to just come get some good food,
Yeah.
be around some
Me
good
too.
what? People, and get some good energy.
Yes.
Because it's going to go with you for the rest of the day.
Yes.
And if you're smart, you'll know how to take it over to tomorrow, right? So let's jump right into it. Now, 20 plus years ago, I was able to transition, evolve from the back room to the boardroom. See, today people look at Winter and I's accomplishments and our accolades, and we love it, we appreciate it, but sometimes the message gets lost in translation. What I mean by that is this. They say, wow, y'all wearing $40,000 watches and travel the world, and they think we just popped out that way. Not so. Not so. We had to grow. We've been betrayed, lied to, stepped on, counted out, cheated, mistreated. Anybody been through any of that kind of stuff? Especially by family and friends. Okay. All right. But we didn't give up. We did what? We kept going. And that's what you gotta learn how to do is keep what? Going. Now, we found a company, right, called MyEcon. Now, one of the reasons we love MyEcon is because we own a spa, we own a hand car wash, we're published authors, motivational speakers, life coaches. I'm a mental health, we're both the mental health professionals. We ironically had that in common when we met. But we wanted to have multiple streams of income, watch this guys, but have our time. How many of y'all think time freedom is very important? Time freedom is very, very what? Important. Okay? So if you were making $100,000 a year, but you had to work 60 hours a week, do you want to do the math on that? Are y'all following what I'm saying?
Right.
See, the math wouldn't add up to what? The outcome. Because you'll be like, dang, I really make $10 a hour. Because on paper, they say you making what? 6 figures. But in reality, you don't even bring home what? 6 figures. In reality, you bring home $70,000, right? Then you got to divide your $70,000 by 60 hours a week. Now you done miss your children growing up. Y'all ever experienced anything like that?
Yes.
You missed the plays, you missed the recitals, you missed the ball games, you missed a lot of stuff in the name of what? Work. Okay? So when we found MyEcon, we were really excited because we said, wow, here's an opportunity not just for us to create more wealth. This is an opportunity for us to help other people create more wealth. When you distracting, you making my ADD keep in, and they looking at you instead of looking at me. Now, when you start to create wealth for other people, when you start to create wealth for other people, by sheer osmosis, the wealth has to come to you. Now, notice what I said. I said create wealth for other people. I didn't say loan. I didn't say give a fish. Are y'all following what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. In fact, let me prove the point. How many of y'all have ever loaned some money to somebody and didn't get it back?
You loaning.
How many of y'all have loaned some money and needed it back? Like you gave them the 3rd degree. Y'all gonna keep it real in the room. We just ate some good chicken. Okay. Listen, like this how you know you need it back. When you ask several questions about the loan. How much you need again?
What you need it for?
When you need it back?
Right.
Next Friday.
Next Friday.
What time?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
That's how you know you shouldn't be making that transaction. Are y'all following me?
Right.
The reason you shouldn't be making that transaction is because you are giving out of your source. And you should never do that. Or your cup. I'm from the South, right? Memphis. Grew up in Mississippi in the summers with my grandmother. Now, my grandmother was old school. She used to drink a lot of coffee. In fact, she drank coffee every morning. And back in the day, she drank coffee out of a coffee cup, but her coffee cup sat on a saucer. Do y'all even know what that is? What's that? Millennials don't have no clue what that is. A saucer. Okay. But that was you put the coffee cup in a what? Saucer. And so my grandmother would take this coffee and then pour all this cream and sugar in it. Man, as a kid, man, it was like liquid crack, right? We looking at this sugar and we always wanted something. Grandma, give me some coffee. Grandmama never gave us coffee out of her cup. But what she would do was give us the sauce. I took that principle and applied it to my finances. I ain't never given nobody nothing out my cup. You can have what's in my saucer because my saucer is overflow. Is this making sense?
Yeah.
So don't never feel guilty. Don't never let nobody make you feel guilty about what you got. Because number one, they don't know what you got. Don't let your food get cold looking at my plate. You know what I'm saying? Don't try to count my money. If I say I ain't got it, let me try it again. Y'all better. In fact, look at y'all neighbor right now and say, you better get a backbone.
You better get a backbone.
And not a wishbone.
And not a wishbone.
Let's try it again. You better get a backbone.
You better get a backbone.
Not a wishbone.
Not a wishbone.
We're going to practice this now. Everybody say, I ain't got it.
I ain't got it.
One more time, I ain't got it.
I
ain't gonna be able to do it.
I ain't gonna be able to do it.
I don't care if your pockets got the mumps, hundreds rolling out. Look at them and say, I ain't got it.
I ain't got it.
She said she can't do that. And I love her to death, but he brought me here so I can tell the truth. You'll never be wealthy.
Because
you're not gonna do that.
You create doubt already.
No.
Tell them no.
She has
if I have it.
because she does not have the ability at this point. Just today, it could change tonight. But right now, as she sits here, she does not have the ability to differentiate between somebody else's emergency and her own. See, because in your brain, see what she heard me say, I'm trying to tell me if I'm wrong. What she heard me say and what she just pictured in her mind was, he just said I got hundreds falling out my pocket, out my purse, and I'm telling somebody I ain't got it. You don't have it for them. No, listen to what I'm saying.
Right. You don't have to give.
You don't have it to give because many of you are the biggest person in your circle. And that's the problem. Everybody come to you for $20. Everybody come to you for $50. Everybody come to you for $100. Yeah. But when you in need, who can you go to?
Nobody.
When you go to people, they get the pick pat Rolodex and saying silly shit. I'm sorry, I cuss everybody. Yeah. My wife give me 3 cusses per meeting. I just used 1. Okay. You ask them for something, they get them. And making up rhymes. Would if I could. But I can't, so I ain't. You ain't ready to punch somebody in the face because they did not have that attitude when they were borrowing from You. Don't nobody pull up quicker than somebody borrowing money. Do it.
Right.
Hey, Cortez, let me borrow $20. You be like, oh, yeah, I got it. It's cool. Nick, was you in the driveway? But when it's time to pay back that same $20.
Ain't fine. Ain't fine.
Facebook message just say seen. Right? Am I making this up? I'm not going to do this. Text message go unanswered. Straight to voicemail. Is this helping y'all yet? See, I'm going to get into this presentation. It'll take me 15 minutes to fly through this presentation. The information just going to make sense. But the Bible says that a fool and his riches are soon departed. Because if truth be told, many of you in this room have been wealthy or very close to it. But you didn't know how to manage it. And you had a heart for the people. Just the wrong people. Let me make it real clear, because she's still like,
no, I'm not.
I feel her spirit. I feel it. She's still like, okay. Has anybody been on an airplane in here before?
Yes.
At least seen it on television. Okay. On that airplane, the stewardess comes out and she gives some instructions. Yes, no, maybe so.
Yes.
She comes out and she says, I need everybody to fasten their what? Seatbelt. And she have one in her hand, does she not? She say, put this end into what? This end, pull the what? Strap to do what? Tighten. She says there are exits, because she's facing, she'll say there are exits to the what? Front of the plane, the what? Rear of the plane, and over each what? Wing. She says in the event of the loss of cabin pressure, an air mask will come from the where? Ceiling. And she have one in her hand, right? And she said, I need you to take this what? Yellow part, put it over your what? Face. Take the what? Strap, put it over your what? Head, and pull it to what? Tighten it up. She says, now the airbag may not move, but rest assured that oxygen is what? Flowing. And last but certainly not least, put on your mask first before helping anyone else. Before helping your kids, before helping your husband, before helping the handicapped person, before helping anyone else. Secure your mask first. Do you think that's applicable in your finances?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Y'all been doing it backwards. You've been trying to help everybody else put their mask on while you suffocate. Because folks selfish, ain't they? Come on now, you ain't gonna tell. You'll help them put their mask on, and they won't turn right around and help you put yours on. They put their mask on, and be like, dang it! And you like, ain't nobody gonna help me?
Nope.
She said, nope.
Nope.
But there are some people that will, right? Because what you're looking for is looking for you. I'm simply saying the circles you currently would run in, probably not the right circle. Is that making sense to everybody?
Right.
Now, it's not about being selfish, because again, do God make us do anything?
No.
You don't. You take one step, he'll what? Take another. It's called supernatural for a reason. He'll do his super if you do your natural. Ah. So when people come up, can y'all imagine the amount of sob stories my wife and I hear? Can y'all imagine the amount of inboxes and emails and stuff we get? Whether it's $10, $100, I need a kidney or a lung, and I just have to tell them, baby, I'm not going to interfere in God's will. The Lord is obviously trying to teach you something. I can't get involved in that. See, you got to play the tape all the way out. My light's about to get cut out. What's your name, darling? What is it? Yamila. Yamila, my light's about to get cut out. My light's about to get cut out. I got children. Oh, Lord, me and my kids going to be in the dark. Well, what happens is your emotions kick in. The next time you hear that story, I need your intellect to kick in. Because intellect say, light bills come out every 30 days.
What you pay?
They don't pop up on you by Friday. No, seriously. Light bill come every what? 30 days. And typically, I don't know how they rock in St. Louis, but in Memphis, they don't even hit you the first month. If you pay some on it, right? Are y'all following what I'm saying? If you pay some on it, they'll roll it over. And I guess if you get a bad pay history with them, then, you know, that's a whole nother story. And that's where I have to say, why are your lights getting cut off and you over the age of 18 and you have children? That must mean something irresponsible is going on somewhere. Because when I look down at your feet and you got on MK, y'all ain't hearing me, are you?
Yes.
You borrowing life year money from me with a name brand purse on your shoulder. Lil John, who you just told me, he did my baby, we're gonna be in the house and dark. Lil John got on J's. Y'all know what J's is. Jordans, you got on some Jordans. All of this stuff look like, or you borrowing from me talking about, because you can't scratch your wheat. Your front lace whipped, but your lights about to get turned up. Are y'all following what I'm saying? Use some wisdom. Can everybody say that? Wisdom?
Wisdom.
One more time.
Wisdom.
One more time.
Wisdom.
See, they say knowledge is when you learn from yourself. Wisdom is when you learn from somebody else. How many of y'all like to do both of those? I want to learn from myself and I want to learn from somebody else. Now, once your cup start running over, once your cup, what? Running over. And now you got some in your what? Saucer. You can start to help at that point. Now, my wife and I have a help fund. We really do. It's our own personal. We sat down. We agreed upon a certain amount of dollars every month. That's in our help fund. Does that make sense? Mm-hmm. We got a certain amount of money every month that we're going to help with. You know, we don't really care about the story. It got to at least make some sense, you know. But if it's in the help fund, you can get some what? Help. When the help fund empty,
Ain't no help. You get no help.
This help y'all in? How many of y'all think I need a help fund?
I need a help.
Yeah.
I'm saying y'all gonna create the fund or you need the help? Both. I'm gonna do both. Okay, let's help you create your help fund. Now, as a company, guys, MyEcon is 13 years old, guys. It's based out of Atlanta. It's debt-free. It's expanding across the country at a rapid pace. It's technology-driven. And what I mean by that is we're going to show you how to take your phone, tablet, PC, anything that can connect to the internet and turn it into an ATM. Y'all looking at me straight. Y'all know what ATM is?
Yeah.
What come out of it?
Money.
Y'all want to clap for that or something? I just want to show y'all. They looked at me like, for real? Yes, we're going to turn it into a what? ATM. Okay? Now, I saw this presentation along with my wife roughly 36 months ago. So we don't own this company. We joined it just like you're about to join it. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Don't be they own MyEcon. They don't own MyEcon. We joined it just like who? You. Okay? Now, over the last 13 years, we've helped people cash flow over $400 million. Is that a lot of money?
Yeah.
Is that a lot of money?
Yes.
Over the next 12 months, we'll help people cash flow $100 million for a total of $500 million. Not company sales, not some CEO bonus. Money that went in your pocket, my pocket. How many of y'all take 10% of $500 million?
Yes.
How much money is that?
50 million.
How much?
50 million.
50 million. How many of y'all take 10% of 50 million? How much money is that? 5 million. How many of y'all take 10% of 5 million? How much money is that? 500,000. How many of y'all take 10% of 500,000? How much money is that?
50,000.
How many of y'all take 10% of 50,000? How much is that? So it's on you how big of a piece of pie you want. Does that make sense? So whether you want 5,000 or 50 million, the choice is yours. Now, our mission at MyEcon is very simple. We want to help people experience more personal financial success. The key word here is personal. See, what it takes for that young lady to live don't take the same thing for me to live. Does that make sense? Yes. And what kind of car you like, she don't like. Does that make sense? So quit letting people stuff you in a box.
Right.
Does that make sense? Girl, if I had all the money you have, I'd go get me a Bentley. I don't like Bentley. It ain't about how much money I got. Money bring what? Choice. Did he say problem?
Problem.
He been watching Notorious. he said, more money, more problem. I promise you this. I've been on both sides of the coin. You want money problems versus broke ones. Me and my wife don't get along every day, Cortez, but I swear on cheese and crackers, when I check her into a 6-star hotel, her attitude changed. Huh? When she can go to the grocery store and don't have to call me. She ain't got to balance the checkbook. Y'all know how she balance her checkbook? If a check in there, she write it. Are y'all following what I'm saying? How many of y'all want that kind of balance? Man, she be mad. Sometimes I'll be multitasking, always on the phone, tapping stuff. You're going to listen to me, Doc. You're going to listen. Man, I pull up at one of them nice restaurants, valet comes, then she be like, all I'm saying is you can pay a little more. You can just pay a little more attention to me sometimes. But if I pull up through McDonald's drive-thru, we'll be scrapping over the Big Mac, right? I'm just simply saying, money make it better. I promise it do. They say money can't buy happiness. Being poor can? Poverty can? No, in fact, the Bible says this. Money answereth all things. And when I was broke, I had a lot of questions. Y'all don't believe that, dude. Man, I was broke. I was like, do it really take 93 octane? I can't put 83 in it. The breakfast really got to cut off at 10. Y'all can't do 10, 15. I know y'all had money all y'all life. She talking about going out of town. Do they serve breakfast? They got the free breakfast. You know, when you ain't got no money, you got to try to make everything. Now that I got a little money, ma'am, I have very few questions. Basically, my question today is, how do I make my money make more? How do I make my money go be what? Prosperous, have babies, be fruitful, and multiply. Because when you got money, don't you have better health care? Yes. When you have money, you can do some different things. Because when your cup runneth over. One of the things my wife has been able to do, and I think this is probably her most proud accomplishment, she's able to spend time with her father. Her mom died a few years back. She used to live in Houston, so she came to Memphis to take care of that and to be with her father. It's a huge difference when you can go to a doctor's appointment with your dad. Come on, y'all. It's a huge difference when you can go over your daddy's house, your last parent on the planet, and you ain't got to ask your daddy for nothing. You able to do for your dad, who been doing for you all his life. Are y'all following what I'm saying? So don't misconstrue. See, some people have such a poor relationship with money, and I understand. I'm going to love you till you love yourself. See, sometimes you can be down so long, getting up don't cross your mind. Are y'all following what I'm saying? So they see the trips and the car, then they'll start wanting to tell me stories about, I had a lot of money and I still wasn't happy. That's not the point. Are y'all following what I'm saying? The point is, money brings choice. And what? Freedom. And today, in this meeting, I want y'all to really figure out, by the time we end it in an hour or so, what is it I ultimately could do with financial freedom? Outside the car, right? Outside the house, could I retire grandmama? Any of y'all got some parents or all the people still working in your life that you love and care about? Are they in their golden years? It ain't golden if you go on the clock in. Are y'all following what I'm saying? So if you can bless somebody else after having blessed yourself, is that a beautiful thing? Does anybody have a goal or a dream y'all want to share with us real quick? Like something you just want to accomplish for you? Because that's part of our mission here at My Econ. Yes, ma'am.
I want to send my kids to college for scholarship.
You the scholarship.
Yep.
There you go. Give them a round of applause. I want to send my kids to college. We ain't got no student loans. Okay? Yeah. Anybody else got a goal or dream? Yes, sir.
I want to incorporate some type of programs for people that's getting out of prison and trying to, teach them some type of skill sets. That's one of the reasons that, St. Louis is the way it is. We don't have no skill sets. So I'm actually working on trying to get a program inside of there.
Come on, y'all. That's very commendable. Very commendable. Because watch this. if you take a person and incarcerate them, right? Pull them out of society. Abuse them, because that's typically what's going on behind bars. Y'all don't believe that, do you? You take them out of society, you abuse them, you isolate them, you brand them for life. You're a felon, can't vote, can't have this type of job, can't do this, can't do that, and then just put them right back out on the street without a skill. What's left to do, y'all? Commit another what?
Recidivism rate is the way it is.
That's commendable. See, he got out, he made it, and he want to reach back and make sure others what? Make it too. Anybody else? Dream, mission, personal to you. Yes, ma'am.
I want to start I'm in the process of starting a media marketing company that focuses on providing quality radio programming and television programming.
And I think the key word there was what?
Quality.
Come on, I think the key word there was what? Quality. Let's give it up for y'all. That's strong. Yes, ma'am.
With financial freedom, my passion is to help my brown babies, my brown girls, to have some type of organization that helps young girls, teaching them just life skills, being able to make it, teaching them things that they don't teach in school, and giving them a safe place, because as young black women, we often don't have that.
Wow.
That's my passion.
Come on, y'all got some real big hearts in you. I love it. Is it gonna take money to do this stuff, y'all?
Yes.
It's gonna take a lot of it.
Yes.
It's gonna take some community.
Yes.
Right? Us coming what? Together. Man, good stuff. Anybody else? Dream, hope, something? Yes, sir. And I think I saw his hand too. Yes, sir.
I would like to get started another Black Wall Street.
Another Black Wall Street. Let's give it up. All right. Yes, sir.
My goal is to get enough financial freedom that I can start a business that my daughter can have the chance to pick if she wants to go to college or be financially freedom inside the business and keep passing it down.
I think they call that generational wealth.
So I'm sacrificing putting in the boot work for her and let her know that, hey, this could be you. You don't have to work hard, you can work smart.
Wow.
And you don't need college. I'm 37.
Your daughter's how?
My daughter's 11.
Come on, y'all, let's give it up. That's what I'm saying. Because in just a few short years, that daughter gonna have some real needs. Yes, no, maybe so. Right? And he want to be able to prepare for that and pass on generational what? Wealth. And that's what it's all about. Last but certainly not least, we want to help you guys retire. I retired my wife at 33. I retired at 35. Retirement has nothing to do with age, only money.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
I don't care about no 66 and a half. What is a half? We got a young lady on our team right now. We was on the conference call. Mama Barbara Jackson. She said, Doc, I just got my Social Security. Now they'll send you an update about how much you're gonna get. And she said she gonna get $1,300 and been working all her life for $1,300. Has anybody else got that letter in the mail? Y'all, do you mind sharing with us what they said you get?
I think it was like 11 something.
I done seen people with $800 a month. Are we going back to work with $800 a month?
Yep.
You going back to work with $1,100 a month? You, Mama Bob, that's why she's still working, because she couldn't survive off of what? $1,300 a month. We're going to do something different about that. Now, let's talk about a tale of two countries real quick. Guys, America is the wealthiest country in the world. We account for 25% of the world's wealth. We've got 536 billionaires right here in America. We've got 10 million millionaires. How many of y'all want to be in either one of those clubs, MOB? Okay. But 80% of Americans are struggling financially. That's an oxymoron, right? Two things that don't go together. 69% of America don't even have $1,000 in their savings account right now. Today. Only 4% of Americans truly attain financial success. In fact, by the time a person's 65 in America, they dead or dead broke. Living off friends. Living off the government. In the wealthiest country in the world. So the question got to be asked, why are so many people struggling in the wealthiest country in the world? Number one is taxes. Because taxes only going to go where? Up and never what? Oh, wow. Anybody in here ever worked overtime before on your job? Was anybody upset with your overtime check?
Nope, I changed my taxes. And I picked it up, I changed my
We
taxes.
were upset with our overtime checks because the more we make,
the more money
we
they
take.
take.
Right?
Yeah.
And then some people say, like she did say, well, I'm going to change my taxes. I'm going to go play with my W-4 form, which is illegal. No, that's why I'm here. I'm not here to bash or criticize. We're here to get it right. Does that make sense? It's illegal to go in there and put exempt. You're not exempt from paying taxes. And then say, well, I just do it for 6 months. And then the other 6 months I turn it back on. That's what? Illegal.
Wow.
And when they catch you, a couple of different things gonna happen. Number one, you'll get what's called a lock letter. That means they're gonna lock you in at that. You got 1 foot, see there? They're gonna lock you in at the highest taxable amount by law for a certain amount of years. And depending on who gets your case, we gonna audit you and go back 3 years. And depending on who gets your case again, we might look at bringing some criminal filings.
Oh, wow.
But you don't have to do all of that. I'll show you how at the end of this presentation. How many of y'all have a city tax here?
Mm-hmm.
So y'all got a city tax, county tax.
City, state, county.
City, state, county, federal, sales, estate, luxury,
Car tax.
Personal property.
personal property tax. What else we got?
Arab tax. China tax.
See, middle class America is the most taxed base on planet Earth. The country rides off of the middle class. I'm poor. I don't pay what? Taxes. I'm super rich and I understand some principles. I pay very little taxes. I'm middle class. The whole tax burden is on my back. Second reason people struggling, inflation. What's your definition of inflation? Not Webster's, just when you hear the word inflation.
Rising prices.
Rising prices, rising cost. Goods, services, products are what? Increasing, but your paycheck not. Does that make sense? Do y'all remember a few years ago when gas prices was through the city? I'm talking about like it was almost an emergency stuff. I mean, gas prices was so high that you went in the grocery store or you went in regular stores and sometimes they had a sign and it said, due to increase what? Fuel costs. We've been forced to raise our what? Prices. So the company said, look, gas went up. I ain't gonna let that eat into my profits. I'm gonna pass that cost on to who? The customer. Is this making sense? So did you have to pay more at the gas pump? Yes. Did you have to pay more for your products, goods, and services? Yes. Well, did Human Resources call y'all in and say, due to rising gas costs, we're going to give you a cost of living increase? That didn't happen? I think y'all missing it. Are y'all seeing how that go? Everything went up except your check. You got to do something about that. Anybody in here know about student loans?
Need help now.
She said, need some help now. Man, look, between my wife and I, we got more degrees than a thermometer. We not coming against higher education, but we are saying you shouldn't have no student loans doing it. And you should have a degree with a terminal end. What we mean by terminal end is that you're not wondering if you're going to have a job when you get it. Does that make sense? You need to walk out there and know that you got a what? Job. 85% of college graduates from last year are unemployed this year.
Yes.
I think y'all missed it. 85% of college graduates from last year unemployed this year, and 85% of the 15% that do have a job got a job in a field that they degree not in.
Yes.
You got a BS degree. Y'all a little slow. Y'all to get it in the moment. And it ain't bachelor's of science. The cost of higher education has quadrupled over the last 10 years. People love to use the word scam. But if you look at college, that's one of the biggest scams there is.
Yes.
They will take a book. They will take a book and tell you this book costs $300. Take the same book, take one chapter out, it's revised.
Yeah.
Another $300.
No, they're gonna raise it by 50.
Now they're preventing them because students used to back in the day, you could take your books and what? Resell them. Well, now you can't resell it because that's the old version. We got a new what? Edition. This ain't making sense to y'all. Y'all see why I'm one of the most hated men in America? Because I'm going to tell it like a T-H-I-E, as my grandma used to say. I still don't know what that means, but T-H-I-E. What's in that grocery cart? And that's because if you shop at Whole Foods, you'll spend your whole check, won't you? Huh? See, I ain't always had money all my life, and I don't come from culture. My wife do. My wife, you know, she cheerleader, majorette, both parents. So she knew a little something. You know, I was the slow. And she introduced me to stuff like green tea, Thai tea, sushi. Where I come from, I don't do nothing. I want to impress her, apparently, like I knew I was doing. Then she said, we going to the grocery store. I'm used to Piggly Wiggly, Kroger's. She take me to Whole Foods. She said, oh, everything in here, most of the stuff is fresh and it's organic. And I'm like, okay, it was a very clean store. I wasn't used to that, you know. I'm used to being in the grocery store, my feet sticking to the ground. The basket looked like it got a bowler. That's where I come from. It was clean. Man, she went in there and got 7 items.
$80.
Plus tax. I said, what
kind of store is that?
Yeah, I said, what kind of milk is that again? Why the milk costs $9? It's still
quality, not quantity.
Now y'all want to get fancy on me. You're paying for quality. No, I wasn't used to that. I was used to paying $2.39 for a gallon of milk. I was used to getting the bread 3 days before it expired. Y'all don't know what I'm talking about. Don't worry about it. I know y'all bougie in St. Louis, okay? Man, I'm like, so on average, in Whole Foods, regardless of how big or how small, you're going to pay about $8 to $10 per item. Man, does the food taste better? Absolutely. Does it cook better? Absolutely. Did it keep longer? Absolutely. Did it help get rid of some ailments? Yes. Because if your food got a bunch of what? Pesticides, toxins, GM, do that affect your body? Yes. So I said, wow, baby, this made what? Sense. And I was just glad that we were blessed that we could afford it. But then I started to think about all my families who cannot afford to go in what? Whole Foods. So think about it. Let me ask y'all a question. St. Louis, how much is a gallon of gas if I'm pumping the good stuff? 93.
$2.79.
$2.79, $3.19, depending. So it's kind of like Memphis, depending on what part of town I'm in. Okay, so let's roll with the $3.19. $3.19. If I go to, y'all got Whole Foods here? Okay, if I go to Whole Foods, get a gallon of organic milk, what's that? Just for 1 gallon? About $7. Then do y'all have sales tax here? What's sales tax in Sunday? 8%? All right, it's cheaper than that.
Depending on where you are. Some of it's 10, 11%.
Straight up? Wow, okay, now Shelby County is 9.25%. Okay, so I gotta hit my $7 gallon of milk with 9, 8, 9, 10%, depending on where I am. And y'all told me a little over $3 for 1 gallon of milk. How much is minimum wage?
$7
7 something, right? $7.25, $7.35, something like that. Let's just keep it at let's just keep it at $7, right? That means I gotta work 1 hour for 1 gallon of gas. Not a tank of gas, 1 gallon of gas. Then I gotta go work another hour for 1 gallon of milk. That's in. Making sense to everybody? Third reason, debt. Raise your hand if you got bills in the room. Raise both hands if you got more than one bill. Stump your feet if you've been late on some of them jobs. Moan a little bit if you just ain't paid something. It sound like the morning bench over here. It sound like the Baptist church. They said if I couldn't say a word, I just wave my hand. Man, them bills ain't. Listen, debt is a killer, is it not?
Yes.
Anybody ever been to work sick?
Yes.
Anybody ever been to work and need to be taking care of a loved one?
Yes.
But you had what? Debt. So you had to go. I think it's the Oompa Loompas. They had a song talking about I owe. So off to work I go. Anybody ever been to work, get up and it was dark, came back home and it was dark? One time probably the hardest time to go to work, huh? You seem like the bed just getting warm. Right? Bed just getting warm. Then the alarm clock what? Going off. But I gotta get up because the debt is doing what? Destroying. Y'all know that debt is set up? That's a setup? Y'all been to college or know anybody in college? Yes, no, I'm talking. First thing they'll give a kid is a student what? Which is what? Debt. Next thing they'll give them is what? Credit card. Which is more what? Debt. Then they want a car, which is what? Debt. Then they want an apartment or another house. That's what? Debt. Now they done discover something called payday loan. More what? Debt. Then they say, I can get another credit card with 0% interest. I can transfer my balance. More what? Debt. Then they say, I'm going to go get a second job. Is that my phone? Somebody's doing it. Is it us? Okay. If I get a second job, what increased? Tax bracket. Tax bracket increased. Which is in essence more what? Debt. Anybody know what type of interest comes with student loans?
They vary.
Compound. Yo, interest got interest with student loans. And it's only 3 ways to get rid of a student loan. Number 1, pay it. Number 2, become permanently disabled. Or number 3, die. You cannot bankrupt it. You cannot Chapter 7 it. You cannot Chapter 13 it. Nothing will. You owe this. They will intercept your taxes and your government benefits for a student loan. It'll haunt you for the rest of your what? Life. Credit challenges. Anybody in the room know somebody who credit score started with a 4, 5, or 6? I'm gonna try it again. Do y'all know anybody in the room started with credit score started with a 4, 5, or 6? I'm in St. Louis. I know damn well y'all do. If your credit score started with a 4, 5, or 6, you are not doing well. Does that make sense? Now watch this progression of things, how it's gone in reverse. It's actually not progression, it's really regression. With okay credit or good credit, people started out with credit cards. Yes, no, maybe so? They was excited about that, wasn't it? Yeah. But they didn't understand finances, they didn't understand interest rates, and they didn't understand that making the minimum payment would equal minimum results. Right. So a $5,000 credit card ends up taking you 400 months to pay off. 400 months, and the interest and payments come up to around $30,000 on a $5,000 credit card. So people started doing bad, then they went to a what? Check card. Because the institution stopped issuing you a what? Credit card. We'll let you get this what? Debit card. Because if it ain't in your account, the transaction ain't going to go through. But some of us, or the bank sometimes let a transaction go through every now and then. Anybody ever had a $35 hamburger?
Yep.
I'd be a $35 hamburger. Overdraft, right? Do that 1 too many times, they'll cut off your what? Debit card. Now people have transitioned and had to get a money card. Y'all know, y'all got money cards in St. Louis? I'm at Walgreens, Walmart, got the green dot, y'all know what I'm talking, the vanilla, the prepaid. No, think about this, that's crazy. I went from what? Credit, check, to a money card. I have seen people go get a money card And they may tell their cashier, I need to get $100 on my card. And the cashier say, okay, that'll be $108, right? Because you got to pay $8 for the what? Card. Yeah. Then they load 100 to the card. Then the person go try to use the $100. And the person on the other end of the phone is saying it's not going through, it's being declined. They're like, it's got to be going through. I put $100 on the card. Didn't you tell me it's $100? They go, yeah, it's $100. But on this side, it's being declined. They mad as hell going, how can that be? I just went and put $100 on my card. So let me call these people on this card, 800 number, boom, boom, boom. Hey, I'm trying to make a $100 transaction. It ain't going through. I got $100 on my card. And the person say, oh, the reason it ain't going through because we charge $3.50 transaction fee. So it ain't but $96.50. Wow. What? So I got to go back to the store to put in my mind an extra $3.50 on my card so the transaction can go through, but they don't let you reload it for free.
You say I pay $8.
I gotta pay another $8 to put $3.
And then every transaction you use it for, they charge you for it.
That comes from people just not paying their bills. It's a carryover. You don't pay your bills, you're gonna always pay more.
Wow, that's a wrap.
If you have bad credit, a lack of cash flow, and no understanding, you are going to suffer. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Low what? Credit, low cash flow, and a lack of financial understanding or knowledge, you are going to do what? Suffer. My wife, can I tell you one of your tricks? Your credit card tricks? We spend tens of thousands of dollars every month on various things. Although my wife got a ton of money, she like to keep it. Y'all think that's a pretty good, that's a pretty good concept, right? I get it, I want to what? Keep it. She will take our business credit card or whichever credit card has the best benefits, whether it's flights, points, cash back, and use that card. Swipe it $20,000 a month, but pay the whole before the month over. Did she pay any interest? No. Did she accumulate a hell of a lot of points?
Yes.
A lot of cash back?
Yes.
Did she grow her credit?
Yes.
Did she grow her business credit?
Yes.
Things that make you go, I just gave y'all a tip for free. But the kids pay that stuff out before the end of the what? Month. That way it's called OPM. Other people's money, but you didn't pay to use it. Did that just help y'all? Y'all might want to take a copious note on that. So next time you get ready to stick your debit card in the gas pump, no, stick your credit card in there. But the money you were going to pay for the what? Gas, put it to the side. It take discipline to do that.
Right.
Yes.
How many of y'all like, I better not do that one, dog.
I do that all the time.
I might need to stick with the debit card. If I done put that little 60 up and bought lunch, right? That can work in reverse if you don't follow that system, right? So don't just start maxing your credit card out. Because if you max your credit card out, but still make the monthly payment on time, it still hurt your credit score. Does that make sense? The debt to what? Credit ratio is too high. You really don't want to use over 30% of whatever your available balance is. That simply means for every $100, don't ever charge over 30. So if your credit card is $1,000, how much should you charge on it? $300. Make sense? If it's a $10,000 credit card, how much should you only charge on it? $3,000. And make the payment what? On time. That one little formula will shoot your score through the roof. Make sense?
Yes, sir.
Last thing I'm going to talk about, and we're going to wrap this up. People are struggling because they just simply have a lack of financial intelligence. Robert Kiyosaki wrote a book called Rich Dad, Poor Dad. Y'all familiar with him? Yes. All right, wrote a book called Rich Dad, Poor Dad. And in that book, he talks about the cash flow quadrant. And on the quadrant, he said the left side was the employees and the self-employed people. They represent 95% of the population, but they only share in 5% of the wealth. On the right side of the quadrant is the business owner and the investor. They represent 5% of the population, but they share in 95% of the wealth. Which side y'all want to be on, left or right? Right. The right side is the right side, okay? See, when you're a business owner, that just simply means you have people that work for you or with you, right? You got a system that's in place, and the system always works. Y'all like that? Yeah. And then if you're an investor, that's just your money making what? Money for you. Man, how many of y'all make a better burger than McDonald's? Yeah. Your children make a better burger than McDonald's, right? But who make more money, you or McDonald's? You have the better burger, they have the better system. Does that make sense? Y'all do have McDonald's here in St. Louis, right? Okay, anybody in here ever worked at McDonald's before? Couple people? So don't participate in this. Everybody else that did not work at McDonald's, let's see something. I'm gonna see if the system works. We at McDonald's at the counter. Where are we?
At McDonald's at the counter.
Where the menu at? Point to it.
In the front of it.
Point. Where's the menu?
No, it's on the kiosk.
The menu.
Yes, on the kiosk.
Okay, we got them here and there, right? Because if you switch it, don't take me to the fancy ones. Don't go 21st century. Because y'all still got some in the hood, right? Okay. Where the cash register?
In front of you.
Where is the drive-through window?
To the right.
I think it's my left. Y'all pointing to the right direction. Okay. What drive-through window to the what?
Left.
Where fries at?
Right to the left.
To the left. Left too. Where the ice cream machine that don't never work? Why the ice cream machine don't never work? Yeah, it be working in St. Louis?
No.
Okay. All right. So watch this. Burgers. Where they at? Straight in, because they just dropping them through the thing, right? Pick them up. A Big Mac in St. Louis tastes just like a Big Mac in Memphis. Because it works on a what? System. It works on a what? System. That's what you want to be a part of, a what? System that works. And we've got that here in MyEcon. Our solution, real simple, y'all, here in MyEcon. We're going to help you cut your taxes in half, legally, ethically, and morally. You're not going to have to play games with your W-4. We're not going to have to what? Play games with our W-4. We're going to fill out the W-4 correctly. We're going to also put you in a home-based business. When you have a home-based business, that increases the legal allowances allowed by law on your JOB. So in essence, we just gave you a raise at work without your boss's permission. Is that worth a round of applause? I ain't got to consult nobody about this. It's my money. Anybody in here got that raise on your job yet through adjusting your W-4? How much you get, sir?
$260.
Come on, a month?
Yes, sir.
So that's almost $3,000 a year without nobody's permission. Give them a round of applause. Same job,
Yes, sir.
same hours,
Yes.
no overtime, didn't have to get no part-time job. See, without us, every time you clock in, you losing money. Well, maybe, don't take my word for it. Back in 2005, they sent out a letter, right? And the letter said that you are overpaying your taxes by as much as, back then, $40 a week. IRS.gov. What year? 2005. If I'm overpaying my taxes $40 a year, is that roughly $106 a month? Is that $1,600 a year of money that should be coming where? But it was going what? Where does your income tax refund come from? Most people never even ask that question. They just happy to get the check. But where does your income tax refund come from? It comes from your wallet or your purse. How? When you tell your employer how much to withhold from your check. How do you tell your employer how much to withhold? By filling out your W-4. For most people, they was doing that $40 a week too much. That says that you might be using this as a forced savings method. But Uncle Sam don't pay what? Interest. He make interest, but he don't pay none. You would do better to take this money, put it in some type of what? Savings account or pay down your debt. That just make what? Sense. Why would you let the government hold your money all year long, make money off your money, and you pay interest? You pay late fees, reconnect fees, service charges, and your money been there the whole time. Things that make you go, We're going to give you some software. Everybody say software. That's going to help you with your business deductions. See, this is why people like Donald Trump can stand on TV and proudly proclaim, I don't pay federal what? Tax. Not because he's white, not because he's rich, only because he's a business owner. And today, you have become a what? Business owner. So you're entitled to the same privileges. How many of y'all drove here today? The government says when you got a home-based business, they'll pay you up to 55 cents a mile for every business mile you drive in your car. The average person drives 10,000 miles a year. That's $5,500 in tax savings right there on the same car you already drive. How many of y'all are $5,500 tax savings would help you out drastically right now? Team iPhone, you got an iPhone, raise your hand. Team Android, raise your hand. Okay. Any flip phones? We got any flip phones? We got one flip phone. Okay. Got it. It gets double. You got a flip phone, the government pay you double. No, just saying. But when you got a home-based business, your data plan, your cell phone, the Bluetooth, the cases, the bill, the insurance. Some of y'all got insurance on your phone and don't have insurance on yourself. But hey, that's a whole nother class. But when you got a home-based business, these things become tax deductible. Y'all kind of seeing how the rich get richer, but the poor stay poor. How many of y'all like to travel? Planes, trains, automobiles, cruise ships, spaceships. Now when you have a home-based business, you can travel with the intent of doing business and write it off on your tax. When I be taking her to Hawaii, we don't be wanting to go. We have to take care of my business. And when I put you in my econ, we have a affiliate relationship with a little bitty company called Priceline. Y'all ever heard of Priceline? Now you're gonna book travel through your own website, get paid to do it, and you're gonna write the trip off on your taxes. Anybody like that? Is that a triple credit? I think I just said 3 things. Yes. I'm gonna get a discount, a commission check, and write it off on my taxes. The trip I won't take anyway. Y'all gonna be on TV with Donald Trump. I don't pay no taxes either. We're gonna start another Me Too movement. I don't pay no taxes. Me Too. It just made sense. Meals and entertainment. Man, look, travel 50 miles outside your home. Just how many miles? 50. And you writing your meals and entertainment off on your tax. My wife and y'all got 6 Flags here, right? You got the Hurricane Harbor, all that? Oh, we there. Boom. We're gonna do all that. Not because we want to.
That's business.
It's business.
We have to.
When we go to these restaurants, that's called a meal. We don't have to write that off on our, whether it's chicken wings or a steak as big as your back. We're gonna write it off on our what? Taxes. How many already start writing your lifestyle off on your taxes? If you got children, you can pay your children up to $12,000 a year to work for your home-based business. Now people be going, why would I pay my child? Because you pay them anyway. It's called allowance in your world, right? It's called shoes, clothes, field trip, Xbox, PlayStation, etc. But when you have a home-based business, those same things now become wages and fringe benefits, which are tax deductible for you. You mean I'm gonna write my daughter Jordans off on my? I'm gonna write that PlayStation. They school uniform, school supply.
Yes, all of it.
Private school.
Private school.
Tuition.
Y'all getting it yet? Maybe y'all not. Are y'all paying for that stuff now?
Yes.
Are you writing it off on your taxes now? No. So at this point, it's a liability because it take money out your pocket. With my econ, those same things flip on their head and become assets and put money in your pocket. That'll get a TV show up and running, won't it? Come on now. That'll put some college savings up for somebody. Won't it? That'll help some dreams and goals get accomplished. Won't it? Guys, I only talked about 5. But as a home-based business owner, you got over 470. Y'all put your clothes in the cleaners? Can you say tax write-off? Y'all get haircuts? Can you say tax write-off? Y'all get some front lady, back lady, dyed, fried, slick to the side? Tax. Manis, petties?
Yes.
Tax. Yeah. Pets?
Yes.
Alarm systems? Internets? Y'all see where I'm going? Y'all don't see me? Y'all. Let me try it again. Y'all want to get rich? Y'all did say y'all want to get rich.
Yeah.
You cannot get bored when talking about this stuff.
Okay.
No, seriously, you can't get bored. You can't start drifting off because when it's time to clock in, now all of a sudden you back. See, you'll be at work now talking about this science stuff. Girl, I wish. I know I wish. When the information was in front of you, you didn't take advantage. Now imagine going to work Monday morning, clocking in, going, I don't have a home-based business. I'm throwing away my life right now. We're going to give you some more software. We love software. It's digital. We're going to show you how to pay your bills in an expeditious manner. Let me fly through this real quick. Car, Visa, mortgage. It should take you roughly 30 years to pay off a $17,000 car, an $8,000 Visa, and a $200,000 mortgage. With our strategies and techniques, people paying that stuff off in 7 years. Is that what Rambo thought? Yes. To go from 30 to 7. When you go from 30 years to 7 years, you literally saved yourself over $300,000 of interest. But here's the crazy part about it. Your bills didn't total but $225,000. The interest more than the actual bills. Is that crazy? Is that crazy?
Wow.
How many of y'all want to learn how to invest?
Yes.
We don't invest for you, but we teach you to invest. Does that make sense? In this particular scenario, your monthly bills total $2,945. You are now debt-free. Give yourselves a round of applause. I'm debt-free. I paid out my house, paid out my car, my credit card. Now take that same $2,945 a month, which is $35,340 a year, and invest it. Everybody say invest it?
Invest it.
At an 8% return in 10 years, you'd have $538,000 in the bank. Is that worth a round of applause? Yes, no. So, in 15 years, your dream came true. You are now a what? Millionaire. Off your money, making money for you. Stronger. Same money. Same what? Money. Just going in a different direction. How many of y'all know at least 3 people that need this program? By showing, you know at least 3 people. Y'all know at least 3 people, 4, 5, 6 credit score? 3 people got a job? 3 people want this financial education? Y'all gonna make a lot of money with us then. Here's what we can do. This part is optional. Everybody say optional.
Optional.
On your website, we got a lot of value-based products and services that people can go to your website, you're asleep, they on your website, they shopping, they get their product, you get a check. I mean, I like that. You're not toting nothing around. Is that a word? Y'all say that in St. Louis? Tote? Y'all not toting nothing around in your trunk. Okay? You're not garage qualified. Y'all know them. Y'all know somebody had a guy that stuff stacked up in their garage and they're trying to say, no, we're not doing none of that. Everything based on line. They're shopping, you getting a check. There you go. Now, if they want to join you and say, you know what? January, they give me every year. Talking about some damn New Year's Day and New Year's Eve. Yes, no, maybe so. February, what they get y'all for? What they get you for in March? It's on the screen, it's not a trick question. What they get you for in March? What they get you for in April? What they get you for in May?
Mother's Day.
What they get you for in June?
Father's Day.
That's the only time they don't get you. Y'all don't spend no damn money in June. That'd be so sad. Maybe some child socks and fruits by Fabergé. That's the only month they don't get you. What they get you for in July?
4th of July.
What they get you for in August?
Back to school.
What they get you for in September?
Labor Day.
What they get you for in October?
Halloween.
November?
Thanksgiving.
Black Friday, Cyber Monday, right? They got a lot for you to spend your money on in November, right? But they get you for December,
Christmas,
and New Year's Eve again. Every month they got something for you to go what? Broke on. Time to flip it and make money for who?
Them.
Ourselves. No, we're gonna make money for us.
Oh, okay.
So real quick, run through this compensation plan. This is optional. You don't have to share this with anybody. Everybody say, I don't have to share this.
I don't have to share this.
I don't have to share this. I can join my econ and just use the strategies and get rich. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Because it's your money, you deserve to what?
Keep it.
So if I join my econ, can I fix my credit without telling somebody?
Yes.
Yes.
If I join my econ, can I change my W4 and don't tell us all?
Yes.
Can I join my econ and learn how to invest and become a millionaire and just be telling people God is good and I ain't telling my doing it?
You know y'all be sure. You know y'all working a program.
How do you do that? You know, God just
keep
blessing me. He's an on-time God. He might not come when you want him, but he always on time. Y'all wrong for that. Tell them folks you in my econ. Okay, but I really don't have to what? Tell anybody. Does that make sense to everybody?
Yeah.
But if I choose, everybody say choose.
Choose.
If I choose to share this with people, my econ want to bless you. If you tell 2 people, my econ gonna give you $10 for the first person, $10 for the second person. Not too bad, right?
Right.
That's a good return on
Maybe it
that.
wasn't. Maybe it wasn't. Can everybody in this room pass me $10 right now, please? No, it's not rhetorical. I'm gonna take it if y'all pass it up front. Sprang. Why y'all not moving? Tens, come forth. Well, let me try it again. If my econ give you $10, is that a good?
Yeah.
Okay, all right. Now you're promoted to what we call EVP. Any EVPs in the room? Executive Vice President? If you're EVP, just stand right where you are so we can give you a round of applause and appreciate it. EVP, why y'all so bad? Beyonce, Lemonade. Thank you. Lord have mercy. Now you are opening up what's called your base shop. Your what? Base shop. That starts with your third person. So for person 1 and person 2, how much did I make? 10. When you put in person 3, you're going to make $35. Is that a little bit better? Y'all clap for that? $35, bro. My brother like, okay, that's a little better, Doc. Okay, them 10. I want to fill in them 10s. All right, so now I'm getting what? $35. How long did it take me to make that? I don't know. How long did it take you to send a text message? An email? Go live on Facebook? Are y'all following what I'm saying? How many of y'all would rather make money in minutes instead of hours now?
Yes.
There you go. So the goal is to make money in what? Minutes, not what? Hours. Okay. Everybody say help your team.
Help your team.
Help her get promoted. How many people does she need to get promoted? 2. So when she goes and puts her first person in, how much money will she make?
10.
How much she'll make for her second person?
10.
But since she on your team, my econ gonna give you 25. You kind of want to help your team, huh? Because when they get paid,
You get paid.
these 2 people, do they want to get promoted?
Yeah.
How many people they need?
2.
So she go get her 2,